other talking point here today at Sky News Weather is, of course, the Cyclone Watch, which has been issued for northern parts of WA.
Yeah, so we've got a monsoon low that's currently sitting over the Kimberley. It's moving west, so it's going to be moving off the coast probably within the next 24 hours. And as it does so, it's going to deepen very quickly because we've got very favourable conditions for tropical cyclones off the Kimberley coast at the moment. And so it's going to deepen, and at the moment the forecast is for it to reach Category 3 strength before making landfall in either the East Pilbara or the West Kimberley. So it's going to be quite an intense system with very heavy rain, powerful winds.
I must say, in terms of a forecast track, it has shifted further south from this time yesterday, but it is good in the sense that it isn't directly hitting Broome or Port Hedland. Still, we don't know.
Yeah,
it isn't expected to make landfall for a couple of days, but in terms of the forecast track in populated areas, that is looking much more favourable.
Yeah, so even the worst impacts from tropical cyclones are typically just to the east of the system because, as you can see, you've got those northerly winds, and so you get that's where you get the heaviest rainfall and the strongest winds on that eastern flank of the system. So Broome looks like it could still get some pretty substantial impacts from this system as it makes landfall. But there's still a fair bit of uncertainty as to where on that coast it makes landfall. So even Port Hedland could be seeing some pretty substantial impacts. So right now there's a cyclone watch in place, and that's from Koory Bay to Wallal Downs, and so that includes the Broome area. And a watch means that gales are likely between 24 to 48 hours. So not within the next 24, but beyond that, we are likely to see gales within that watch area.
And we're expecting it to form in sometime tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so tomorrow morning looks like the most likely time for the system to become a tropical cyclone, and from there it's just going to ramp up very quickly to become probably a severe tropical cyclone.
We'll be keeping you posted here on Sky News Weather with that system, and we were saying earlier, if it does form, Tropical Cyclone Irving.
Yes, that's what it would be called. And if it does make landfall as Category 3, the impacts are going to be quite severe. So that means wind gusts above 165 kilometres an hour, pushing around 200, in fact, is what Category 3 is. So that's very powerful winds.
We'll be keeping you posted here on Sky News Weather. Now stay tuned. Of course, it has been very hot across our shores, but a deep freeze has been gripping the east coast of the United States.
Interesting, because Samantha there says it will be named Irving, but I have been saying in a few of my videos how Tropical Cyclone Irving actually was named on the 6th of January 2018, and it's now the 9th of January. As he said, pushing 200 kilometre an hour winds is a severe tropical cyclone, Category 3. Well, Irving, for the last 24 hours or so, has held 170 kilometre per hour sustained winds, which means gusting over 200 kilometres an hour. So yes, it is a Category 3. It's out in the middle of the Indian Ocean though, and it was only in Australian territory for a very short time because it formed out near Cocos Island and then moved further west. So it's definitely being tracked. I've been tracking it on Weather Underground, which is an American site, and yeah, they're tracking it as Tropical Cyclone Irving. So I dare say this one that they're talking about will be called Joyce, not Irving. So that'll be interesting to see if that's the case or not. Anyway, either way, it's going to be a pretty powerful cyclone, and I guess it will be forming tomorrow, they're saying. So it will be forming as Irving gets toward the end of his life. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be called Joyce, not Irving, because you can't have two Irvings. That would go against everything.